Hello, world, and welcome to another fantastic no-brainer show. It's me, it's your host, it's the GOAT, it's Big Daddy. How's everybody doing tonight? Thank you for joining us. We have a fantastic show ahead of us. We're going to have a lot of fun. But first and foremost, let me introduce my better half, second half, other half,
I like
smaller
better.
half.
That was kind of nice.
Smaller half.
I don't know what yeah, that hurts.
My co-hostess with the mostest, D-Rex in effect. Derek, what's going on?
I'm the non-bear in the group. You're the bear.
Oh, that name is never going to go away. Eddie's going to abuse me. I saw him last night. Actually, he was calling me Oso.
I'm good, man. I'm just I'm digging that Anthony has no vices, so he has to have 0-calorie soda, just like me. You know, all the
guys
large
need to
and in
step
charge
up.
people telling us we're so unhealthy, but you know we're sitting here like, hey, I need one last thing to make me feel like I'm in trouble, you know, and
For sure.
roll with
Listen,
it.
y'all
Screw
need
it.
to step up and just start drinking 40 ounces of vodka. That's how we get through the show.
That's it, man.
Typically,
40
yeah.
ounces. Hero dose.
It's not vodka. It's Buble or whatever. Yeah, it's Buble. It's mango, actually. It's pretty good.
Nice.
So, and then we have a fantastic, super duper special guest. We were supposed to have him 2 weeks ago, and my internet was crashed.
True.
Anthony and I met online through a podcast page.
Yep.
And we hit it off, and we've been really looking forward to this show. So we're going to have fun. If the show sucks, it's his fault. No, I'm kidding. Anyway, it'll be my fault. I'm the host, so the show sucks. It's my fault. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Anthony Spark.
What's going on, everybody? Oh, wow. I got a little cheering. Here. I love it.
There you go.
You guys are fun. I'm all about fun. It's nothing in life's worth doing if it's not fun, man. So I'm down.
Well, that's why the show's called No Brainer, because life is a no brainer. The actual.
Zach, you took away my ability to do sounds, man. That's not cool.
I didn't. Dude, it's
Definitely
on the side.
did, man. I overdid it one time. Because you know what? When you were doing that, I was reaching for the clap thing, and you did it. Cool, no problem. I'm like, let me hit him with a drum roll, right? Nope. Disabled.
Denied.
Same with last week. I mean, I'm really hurt and broken.
How did you wait? How did you sign in? Did you not sign in as a host?
I'm
you should
on that one. I'm so.
You should have. You should have. But my stuff's on my soundboard.
If I answer that, I'm gonna feel like I'm 80 because this studio is as wonderful as it is when it comes to your login, my login, the host portion. I have no idea. Just
sorry. In good but to be honest with you, my buttons are on the soundboard, so it's not I don't use the studio one. That throws me off. So I use the soundboard. Man, I'm sorry. I'm a little hot tonight. All right, let me turn me down. There we go. All right, so Anthony, tell us, where are you from?
Oh, yeah.
Where'd you grow up? What brought you to my show this evening?
For sure. Well,
sorry,
first
our show, Derek. I didn't mean to kick you out there.
That's all good, man.
All right, it's my show.
I find there.
I'm sorry. Let me cut you. I didn't mean to cut
give
you
it
off.
to me.
The reason we went with No Brainer is because I had brain surgery a bunch of years ago.
Oh, no way.
And the joke was, and even the neurosurgeon played along with it. You know, my wife said she wanted proof.
Mm-hmm.
And when I came out of surgery, he says, well, I got to tell you, it's still in the wrapper. It's brand new, never been used. So
there you go, baby.
Awesome. He says it has that new brain smell. So it was good. So anyway, back to you, buddy. Take the floor.
I love it. I'm from New York. I'm on Long Island here, born and raised. Long Island. You don't live you live in Long Island, or you live on Long Island, you know, depends on what you say. But yeah, I grew up here. I moved a ton. I moved I think 15 times or something. I had a super dysfunctional family. My dad was addicted to painkillers, had a lot of challenges, you know, did the best he could, but we moved a lot. And yeah, here I am. I was brought here because I find there are two types of people that like to talk and people that like to listen. And we got three people that like to talk here. You know, so I've been speaking for 20 years. I have a 20-year history in the network marketing industry, super scandalous. A lot of people hate network marketing. A lot of people love it. You know, pretty much everything I do is scandalous, but it's been great for us. I left my job at 25 from it. My wife left her job at 29. And disclaimer, that's not tradition. You know, not everyone succeeds like that. You know, 1% of people succeed anyway. But so I started a few companies. I got 4 kids. And I did a podcast during COVID. I got a funny story about your vodka with that one. I started a few charity things, invested in a few companies, and just like building shit, you know?
Awesome. Awesome. Are you still dabbling in network marketing, or are you doing more public speaking?
Yeah, I do all of it, but I have a big network marketing team. I have a few hundred people in our organization. I love it. It's a great thing. I think it really can help the right person. I think most people do a really shitty job at it.
Right.
So a lot of times people are like, oh, I don't know if I like network marketing, and be like, I don't like what those people do either.
Zach is the spawn of the queen of network marketing.
Oh yeah,
She was what the Amway pretty good.
She was
well up there in Amway.
She was a diamond in Amway, and I was raised on Amway. My mom was like a door-to-door soap salesman. That's how she started out, and up until she left Jersey, she still had customers that she was selling to, and then she wanted to give me the business. And when I was 18, I turned 18, and she's like, "I'll sign it over. You can have it." And I said, "No, I'm going to go in the real world." And now I'm an idiot. I should have took it, but whatever.
You definitely should have.
Thank you. Yeah. But my mom actually, if you know anything about Amway.
Well, I use Amway. Yeah.
Okay. There was two founders. There was Rich DeVos and Jay Van Andel. Yeah. My mom was 3 down from Jay Van Andel.
Oh, that's serious. That's back in the day.
Yeah, she got into like 68 or 66. I don't remember, but yeah. And I still have her Amway Queenware, which is the pots.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, nice. They were fantastic. They're the best. Yep. But and it's funny because Derek grew up. How far were you from Ada, Derek?
I mean, when we moved from Grand Rapids, Michigan, our house was literally like 10 minutes from the main manufacturing headquarters. Yeah. So not far at all. And I was in it for a while too. I got kicked out actually because I wanted to like buy my own website and independently market it, and I went beyond the brand standards per se. And by the time they're like, "Hey, you're cool, just take down this ad in this forum post," like people had already like just run wild with it. I'm like, I have no control over this point. And it wasn't like the year's status, but maybe had like 20 downlines. So it's like I would, for a 19-year-old, I was kind of like doing something, know, and that went bye. So. Yeah. No disrespect to it. Definitely, like, I think that to be successful in it, you have to really be a true, not have to, but it really helps to be a true extrovert where you get energy from people. Sure. And I'm kind of one of those like introverted extroverts where I can give as much energy and make you think like I am the most vivacious life of the party you can imagine, but it exhausts me. I will go home, sit down, and pass out.
Yeah.
Like I fall asleep standing up. So for me, my tank can't stay full enough from it, if that makes sense, I've been in a million different things like that, and I like the nuts and bolts, but the leadership portions of it, I cannot keep my tank full enough, unfortunately, to be like, successful in that. I think, I think that takes someone who's got the right mindset.
And I'm like the complete opposite. I am the life of the party, and I'll go for days. That's how not now. I've kind of outgrown that, and my circle has gone from massive amounts down to a very small few people. And my crazy night of an ideal night was just hanging out on my patio, smoking a cigar or two with my buds, and just or we'll go crazy and we'll go to Cheesecake Factory or something.
Oh yeah.
But when I was living large, I was out of control, and that's why technically I probably should have done really well in network marketing. But my problem is I'm completely ADHD, and I put too many pokers in the fire, and I'll have 17 businesses going at once, and you can't do it. You can't serve two masters. So I realized, as much as I want to be an entrepreneur and I love entrepreneurism, it's very difficult for me because I get sidetracked real easy. So when I have and I hate corporate, but when I work for a company, it's a lot easier because I know this is what they want done, and that's how I do it.
I think with the leadership development portion of most MLM type of setups or IMOs or all marketing organizations, I think that the leadership training is phenomenal if you haven't had experience, and very necessary. I think if you've come up in management formally, informally, training, college degree, and you're used to that, I think at the end of the day, some people just want to execute, because at the end of the day, leadership is about execution. And for me personally, that's kind of been my experience, where I'm sitting there and getting the leadership portion, but I'm like, hey, like at the end of the day, the revenue producing activities cause the growth of the company. And so,
Right.
I just think you have to be like patient enough to balance that. And, I think you really have to have kind of a mentorship mentality where you want to be that mentor to people, as opposed to just say, put me in a room and let me execute for 10 grand. Let's do it.
Right. For sure.
Yeah, well, see, that's why I think I would be really good at being a professional speaker, because you put me in a room, I get everybody jacked up, and then we're out. I'm done. I don't have to worry about it.
You're the hype king.
And I am. I'll start wearing my big clock. I'll be Flavor Flav.
Let's go, baby.
Who is from Long Island.
Yep.
But so, Anthony, you said you've been working for yourself since you were 25?
Well, I left my job at 25. So
what's that, about a year and a half now?
Yeah, give or take 12. Actually, I got good genes. I got good genes. It's the best beard I can grow. I'm 37. It's the best I could do, man.
Those are implants.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going for the Santa look. So
I love it, man. I wish I could grow a full beard, man. But yeah,
normally I have a big long beard, but if you've seen any of the shows, I was in the hospital over the summer for
no way.
a while. Yeah, I got my hand jacked up and almost lost it. And when I came out of the hospital, I just felt I couldn't get it clean, so I shaved it off and started all over again. So
nice. Well, looks good. Good length.
Sorry,
I said looks good here. Good length.
Thank you. It's not where I want it yet. It'll be long again. So when you go after an MLM, look, I've done all the research. And my wife will tell you, everybody and their uncle, once they find out who my mom was, they try and recruit me.
Yeah.
And I listen to them, and
Who is your mom? Is it top secret? Maybe I know.
Well, we just buried her, so I can say my mom was Marie Zak, Marvelous Marie, as she was called in the circles.
Must have been before my time. So.
Yeah. Oh yeah. She was in. So there's a group out of Jersey called she was part of the five Diamond Club or Diamond. Anyway, I don't remember her. Yeah. Her upline was a Crown Ambassador, and then, I mean, everybody in the group was like up there, Yeah. So, like I said, it was Jay Van Andel, then Herb Johnson, and then so like the Dexter Yeagers and those guys. Herb was in that realm.
Okay. Yeah.
And and my mom, he told her what to do, and she was like a soldier. She just took marching orders and went at it. And like, I'm going to be like, I got to find the creative way I'm going to go out and make it, creative instead of, I try and reinvent the wheel. That's the problem. Yeah. So when you're looking at because here's my theory, and I want to hear yours. I don't want to sell lotions, potions, and notions. I want to sell something. It doesn't have to be tangible, right? Mm-hmm. That's why I love the coaching aspect of things, because you can build a coaching program where it doesn't have to be a network marketing, but like it sounds like Zig Ziglar and all those guys are doing it that way right now. But and no knock to them, that's not my style. You have to sell something, or I have to sell something I truly believe in. Like when my mom was in Amway, I believed in the product. Like to this day, SA8 is the best soap on the planet. I still take Immunicol. I take some other stuff and LOC. I was washed on LOC because my mom found I was allergic to certain, like Tide and stuff like that. And so she found out
I was baptized in excess energy drink.
You weren't
baptized. No, give me a side story. I used to, when I was doing that in college, I would drive through the middle of campus, like when my sunroof opened. And I had a couple times where I saw a friend, this one sticks out, but he was just like, yo, man, give me an XS. And I just chucked it out the sunroof, right in front of probably about 50 people.
Nice.
was the delivery man.
I love it, bro.
It was funny. And
that's good stuff. But sorry, just to support what you said, product wise, yeah, they're phenomenal. That's the oddity of it. Like, take Amway specifically, the Neutralite, the cleaning. I don't even know what the brands are anymore. I'm sure they've changed so many brands.
No, it's still LOC and SA8.
But the quality is top notch.
Yes.
It really is. It's just that the notion of how it's sold is either for you or not for you. It's so strange how that works.
Well, I find it funny because so many people are against MLMs buying
because
products.
they think if they don't get paid to not add value, it's a scam.
Right. So,
And
but
it's like, no, hold on. If you're at like my place of work and you're not working and you're sitting there and you're getting paid, you are not bringing revenue in the building. You're scamming me, right? If you're doing a commission based or like 1099 or MLM or mix those all in a pot, you have to add value.
That's it.
And so anytime you say it's a scam, it doesn't work, the very first thought that should enter your head when someone says that is like, well, you didn't work.
Right.
You didn't work, because if you do the work, it works. If you do the work and you learn the work, it will work. It's just you have to do the work. And so be like, I need a stable income. For sure, I get it. But remember, no matter what you do, at the end of the day, if you're not adding value long term, you ain't going to be there very long. It doesn't matter if you're the CEO, head coach at Notre Dame. Doesn't matter. If you're not adding value, you're going to be on the chopping block at some point when those things are being reviewed.
Sorry, I don't know if you can hear that there's a big rumble going on outside.
You're good.
And I'm like, what the heck is going on? And then I realized my wife just started my truck. It's parked right out front of my window. And I'm like, what the heck? Oh, it's my truck. All right. Anyway, so yeah, when it comes to products, like there was so many flash in the pans. And to me, they're all a dime a dozen, all the weight loss products, all that other stuff. And I'll try them. And I'll be like, look, if it works,
sure,
I will be a millionaire, because trust me, people will listen. But if the product doesn't work, don't waste your time. So, and everybody's like, oh, it's not about that. You got to build your team. I'm like, see, that's where you got me. I do agree with building teams, because that's how you make your long-term money. You go deep and wide, right? But I can't sell a product that is just baloney, There was one that was this was a long time ago. It was called CAT. It was like certificates that would be, you could exchange them for money and stuff like that. And I was like, this is hocus pocus, and it turned out kind of like the phone cards. They all turned out to be like scams. And and that's why people are so leery of MLMs. And I'm laughing at them and I'm like, wait a second, you won't buy, let's just say Amway, from somebody because you think MLMs are a scam, but you go to Amazon and buy everything you want. It's the same friggin' thing, except one dude's making.
I know, and then
money.
it's like take brands that take political stances like Starbucks or Chick-fil-A, right? They're both on completely separate ends of the spectrum, but I still use them both. I don't really care at the end of the day. It's funny how MLM gets this rap. Like,
it's true.
I don't like it because of the sales channel strategy, the go-to-market. It's like, well, okay, what's the product like, and can you get it, and who are you supporting through that? And it's funny because Amway was like, that was considered more small private business, maybe not small, but private business than if you just go on Amazon and buy it. You're supporting, one channel through massive profits. So it's weird that it's weird that things like that make people so emotional, just like politics. It touches their nerves so much, and I'm not sure why that is. I just think it's like if someone insulting you out of their own insecurity, right? If they're insecure about something and they insult you, it's not because they really believe that as much as it's because they're insecure. I think it's that same nerve,
right?
Like, it didn't work for me,
so it'll never.
I don't
work
believe in
else.
this thing, so
right.
I think that these people are out to take value or harm the world. It's bizarre, man. Just take some time to think about it.
So back to the question: when you're looking at a company. To move your team over, or someone's trying to recruit you or whatever, what are your top 3 things you look at to see, all right, this is either green light or I'm telling them to piss off?
Yeah. Well, it depends on how you're approaching it, right? Most people are going to find network marketing through somebody, and they're already associated with a company, right? So let's take that channel first. I think the most important thing is that whomever you're going to learn from and you're going to work with, and this is coaching, network marketing, anything, but do they share your values? Because if someone doesn't share your values, the information they give you is going to eventually make your life reflect theirs. And whether it's positive or negative, I'm not here to cast judgment. But if you talk to somebody that's on their 5th wife and has got $10 million, if you're a family person, might not be the best person for you to be listening to. Now, at the same token, if you want to make a lot of money, you can't listen to somebody that doesn't make a lot of money. So, but the values are really important in that channel. I don't think there's a lot of people, although there might be some, that say, all right, I understand what network marketing is, let me pick a company. In that rare scenario, I think that the most important things to look at is, first of all, how big is this company? Because you need longevity. If you're going to invest a massive amount of time, the reality in a network marketing business, like most, but particularly in network marketing, all your gains are way down the road. So if there isn't enough longevity, you're not looking to start with something that's going to go bankrupt like a lot of these companies that go out. So you want longevity and size. You want a product that's consumable, something that people are buying and rebuying. Like Vector Marketing, they got amazing products. And a lot of people make a lot of money in Vector Marketing, but there's only so many sets of steak knives with a lifetime warranty that cut pennies in half that any individual needs, which is going to put you in the same type of a business as car sales, where you're always having to do new sales. So repeat
Kirby
sales.
vacuum cleaners.
Kirby vacuums, another one.
Have you ever used a Kirby? They are like phenomenal, man.
They're amazing.
Rainbow.
All the products are incredible, but what he's saying is like they're not consumable, repeatable products. So
right. You sell me a $1,400 vacuum, you're not going to ever sell me another one.
That's it. I mean, you buy something like that to buy it once. So you want something that's consumable. Right. And then you want something that's going to be in a vertical that's got high margins. The reality is in network marketing, if you're going to share responsibility and share profits, there needs to be a big enough margin that enough people can make money, because there's a lot of hands in the pot to make it worthwhile. That's why you see a lot of people in healthcare, sports nutrition, a lot of these companies. On the topic of products, I find most network marketing companies' products are great. I find their business practices to be shit. The way that they approach people, the way they transactionalize people. Also, this is a little bit maybe of a hot take, but I think that the network marketing product, it's got to be pass or fail. It's got to be something that's marketable. It's got to be something that's good. It's got to be something that's a fair value for the price. But once that is a check, because that's like a pass fail, right? If you have an amazing product versus a good product, or you have it's like Apple. I mean, Apple was late to the market on the MP3 player. They had an inferior product by every technical specification, but they took 90% of the market in a year and a half because of tremendous marketing, right? So you can't sell shit. You can't sell stuff that's you should never, I don't believe you ever should put a price on your integrity. You'd never be a sellout. But if it's a pass fail on the product, and there are lots of companies that have great products, the real thing, the real value, which you guys alluded to, it's those intangible benefits and how robust the mentorship and leadership development system is. Because no matter what way you go around it, obviously I like network marketing. I make a lot of money in it. It's been really great for me. I've learned a lot from it. But the reality is still that 99% of people that pursue a network marketing opportunity, they're not going to make a lot of money. That's just the statistic. Now we can talk.
You never even get a check.
Right. So for me, ethically and personally, and the way that we've put things together, organizations, people that I work with, is okay. If I'm in an industry where people largely are not putting in the effort, that's a separate discussion. But if they're going to be part of something that they're paying for and doing, and they're not making a lot of money, I can't sit and make a ton of money off of a bunch of people doing something that's not a net benefit for themselves and their family. That's unethical in my view.